Hello guys, welcome back. Today we're going to put together a not so serious clone of the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 M4A1. Thanks to a commenter on my CS2 CSGO M4A4 video suggesting that I can perhaps do this. I like the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 video game a lot. I think it is a very cool blend of classic Call of Duty enjoyment and realism somewhat. And certainly the internet seems to agree. Anyway, without waffling on too long, first up we can see that we have our SOT mod crane stock on it already. The in-game version has a hole at this position that is a little bit too small for a QD socket. Issued version of the SOT mod stock, also known as the crane stock, comes with a smaller hole at this position without a metal QD socket insert. Here we go. Here's a black one without the QD socket. A weird feature of the in-game version is that there is a textured pad at this position. I think that might have been done for legal, what they call a legally distinct version, so they don't have to pay royalties. And they also sometimes add some designs like that to make the in-game version look a little cooler, I guess, like the AK-50 or the P90 stock or the Chris Vector. And so it sometimes looks a little bit like a GTA car that you can clearly see that it's supposed to be like an Audi, but it is just slightly different, so they don't get sued. Anyway, moving a little bit forward, the in-game version features a castle nut that is silver. That is a very weird feature. I don't think from regular use you will get that uniform of a wear on that piece, but who knows. A little underneath that is a lower receiver end plate and sling loop combo. So this piece is swapped out for I think this is a Magpul style receiver end plate that has this feature in it. Luckily, the in-game version also has this same design down to the little triangular wings that poke out the sides, and this contour to the sling loop. So this is correct. Underneath we have a A2 pistol grip. This one is black and spray painted tan. The in-game version, I can't tell if it is the same thing or it's a tan plastic grip with a little bit of schmutz and dirt at this position. It has a little bit of black right here. On top of the in-game version, there is a little bit of a laser engraving in it, and it says M4 weapon system or something. I think it might be a design choice made to be similar to like a US Navy markings. They sometimes mark their Mark 18s with a little bit of a laser engraving at that position, I think. Moving forward, we have the Daniel Defense RIS-2 Handguard. The Daniel Defense Handguard has these screws at this position. The screw head is supposed to be at this position instead of behind like this. I put it on this way so I can remove the back piece without taking off the bottom one. We can see that the sides also features these big flathead screws on both sides. These are like a staple of US Special Forces. The longer ones for the M4 that a triangular front side base can poke out. It's called a FSP rail. Those are really common in US Special Forces arsenals. And these are also what is known as the COD Mod Block 2 upgrades for the Mark 18 rifle. Here I have a Knight's Armament style rail cover that can go over the rail. The way that this works is that these metal pieces will move out of the way when you press on this metal piece, and that allows you to slide this onto the rail. At the front of the rail here, you can see that there is a little bit of a cutout to allow that metal piece to return to its position and retain the rail cover so it will not slide off. The in-game model have the rail cover at this position, which is incorrect because there is only these cutouts at the very front and very back of the rail, so you can't keep it on here at this position. In first-person view of the Modern Warfare 19 M4, you can see that the rail cover is only featured on the left side. The right side doesn't have one, so I've spent a little bit of money and waited a little bit of time to get 4 of these. Turns out I only need 1. On top of the rifle, there are Knight's Armament micro style front and rear iron sights. These are flip-up iron sights, and this one is not a micro. The base is a little bigger. And also for the rear sight of the in-game model, there is this kind of design to it. There's a cylinder and that you can twist. This is a height adjustable version of that same rear sight. And the aperture is a little smaller. The smaller aperture is better for accuracy in real life. However, if you use it like in a game, it makes the visibility in game very bad. So games usually will have a comically large loop for the rear sight for that reason. Like in the OG MW19 M4 rear sight is huge. So that's enough yapping. Let's put the rail and rail cover onto the M4. And there we have it. As you can see, the rail cover is not attached because I don't know if these are like really poorly made or whatever, but the springy bit feels weird, and I fear that if I just force it on there, it's going to gouge the hell out of my handguard. So yeah, there you have it, the Mark 18 Mod 1 or Call of Duty Modern Warfare 19 M4 clone. As you can see, I also added a little bit of an extended outer barrel right here. I also attached the adjustable front and rear sight. These are not the micro ones as we have discussed before. And I also added this BCM extended charging handle thing. So there we have it. The quote-unquote M4A1 from Modern Warfare 19. Here's it with a EOTech attached.